Thought I would answer some more questions that you sent me. I love this one. I am great with premise, but struggle with story engines. Tips for developing that driving force. So when you say that you're great at premise, I imagine that you're a world builder, that you're someone who has an affinity for figuring out the little rules of magic or aliens or the relationships in the high school that you're writing about. But when you talk about drive and about the thing that gives urgency and propulsion to your script, the word you got to keep in mind is conflict. No scene in any script is a scene until it has conflict. What does my main character want? What is standing in her way? You can think about that a lot of ways. I mean, that the world is against them, that the magical quest is really hard to fulfill, that her adversary is stronger, more capable, has better resources. Making the bad guy amazing is a great way to create a lot of tension and conflict and momentum in your script. In writing The Magicians, one thing that I frequently encouraged of our writers was just, you don't have to make the characters in this scene friends. Will it create more tension, conflict, momentum if the people who are forced to work together disagree on the way that they work together and disagree on the fundamental way they live their lives? Because what does that give you? More conflict. That's what you want. Conflict. It's your new bestie. How do you get inspiration? There's an opportunity to become a better writer in answering this question for yourself. Going to MoMA in New York City is like church for me. But I don't go there to be snobby. I go there because I don't know, I just like am really hot for Mark Rothko. Once upon a time in another lifetime, I dated a sculptor and we went and we looked at a lot of sculptures together. Not really my thing. The key to maximizing your time when you're filling the well is not to lie to yourself about what you like. If the thing that sets your heart aflutter is Rick and Morty, you need to fill your well with Rick and Morty, and you need to listen to the impulses inside you that are like, this is giving me a little clue about who I am and what my voice is as a writer. One key aspect of the treasure hunt of finding your voice is to promise yourself you will never again fucking apologize for liking what you like. How do you combat feeling bad because you should be writing when there's nothing inspiring you? I mean, you kind of know what I'm going to say here. Write even when there's nothing inspiring you. That's what I do to combat feeling bad. I do it even when I don't feel like doing it sometimes. But let me get a little more specific. I have a little collection of hourglasses that are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And sometimes I sit down with something I need to reread, to do a rewrite, or a page that is unfinished, or an idea I wrote down some better day when I actually was inspired. I turn the hourglass over, I turn off my fucking Wi-Fi. That's a key tip. And I just write until the hourglass runs out. The point of this exercise is not necessarily to set the world on fire with the writing work that I do in that 10 or 15 minute time period. The point of that exercise is to acknowledge that the muse is a fickle bitch. And sometimes she doesn't show up when I want her. To make myself easier to find, I work. You need me? The pen is in my hand. Just come right on in. But I cannot wait for her forever. I have shit to do. I want to be a writer. Writers don't get to wait.